So you want to buy off-market real estate this year, huh? Newsflash, it's a seller's market. You can't do that. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you would think that you could get somebody to sell your house in a hot market like this. Man, I hear all of the excuses. The market's too hot. My market's too expensive. There is no... Look, guys, here's the reality. You can absolutely buy off-market deals in 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. It'll always work. Things will change. Strategies will change. For instance, I'm not necessarily saying cash offer right now so much as like no realtor commissions, right? And that may or may not even be the right move. It's going to depend on your market. I've gone from direct mail to also doing a decent chunk of cold calling. It really depends on what you're looking to get out of life. And so I say all that just to say, look, if you want to buy off-market deals, you totally can this year. And here's how. Basic premise is marketing, CRM, follow-up, appointment, contract, follow-up, contract, follow-up, 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 appointment, follow-up, 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 close deals. And you can wholesale these. You could wholesale these. You could flip these. You could hold them forever. You could burr them. I mean, you could do all kinds of things with them. You could wipe your butt with the contract and just not show up to closing and be like, boo-boo, and then they might sue you and if you don't buy and they were banking on it, but it's not really ideal. What you want to do is you want to find a way that works for you. So for me, I follow what Ryan Dossie does, CCF, Create Cash Flow. Also friends with Bill Allen with 7-Figure Flipping. Both great great wholesalers, marketers, wholesalers, flippers, whatever, big communities. And so with Ryan, we do a ton of direct mail. We use Ballpoint Marketing. If you search them, you'll see my commercials with them because I'm a huge fan, so I've done some stuff to help them. So we use Ballpoint Marketing. And then I've also got 2 cold callers working for me right now. And so what they're doing is the mailers are going out to specific addresses, and then the cold callers are calling more generic lists, not quite as targeted, so they can kind of like fire by machine gun instead of like sniper like the direct mail. And I'm funneling all of those leads through REI Sift, where I kind of rack and stack the data as far as if they've been called, if they've been messaged, if they've been whatever. If they came back return to sender, if they said, do not contact me again, whatever. And then RE Simply is my CRM, so all of the lead traffic goes into RE Simply, where it's uploaded when they call in, and one of my people with Call Porter, the call center that I use, answers the phone, they put all their information in, and then I have all these leads in this database, and we're following up with those. And so we should have the leads that we're moving from no contact made to appointment set to offer made to under contract to dispositioned or purchased. And what we're doing is we're just basically it's like a numbers game. You send out 1,000 letters, you get 10 people to call you, probably 30 call you. Of those, half of them might be interested. That's 15. Let's say you go to 12 appointments, and maybe you close 2 or 3 of those. Now those numbers are actually better than what it really usually works out to, but I'm not looking at all my data right now, and we're still trying to figure out the cold caller stuff. We've got 6 properties under contract right now from 5 sellers. One of them had 2 houses. 4 of those are from cold call. 2 of those are from direct mail. And that's not to say that one is better than the other. We had a lot more calls go out this week or this month for cold call than we did letters go out. I've got letters dropping this week, so hopefully those do exceptionally well. We get another 1 or 2 under contract from them. And so really just trying to turn this into profit. So what you do is you send the marketing out, you come back, you work the leads. That's the important part, the CRM. So that's the follow-up, the touching base with them and putting them on drip campaigns where they just automatically get messages or emails or whatever. And then you go to the appointments, make offers, continue to communicate with them down the road, even if the offer didn't work out. And then potentially you land some more deals, right? Off-market real estate is not necessarily complicated. There's just a lot of subtleties to doing it. And you've really got to be consistent about marketing, consistent about follow-up, consistent about everything, and really get to where you're like documenting everything in your follow-up process, documenting everything in your just everything. And so It's not that complex. So what I would do is I would download PropStream. I'll link down below for a free trial, like a 7-day trial. You download PropStream. You can go and search. You can watch my tutorial on PropStream. Go and search around, and you can pull some lists, right, of data. And you can handwrite letters. You can order letters from Ballpoint. I'll link down below for a discount. You can order some cheapo yellow letters. You can order the postcards from Ballpoint that are better than cheapo yellow letters. And then, you could call them, or you could text them, or you could show up at their house, whatever. You want to find some people that are somewhat motivated, right? So maybe they don't live in the house. They've got they have to have at least 30% equity. That should be a base for everything. 30% equity. If they don't have the 30% equity, they can't afford to sell to you anyway, not at the discount that you want to buy. And then you do absentee, meaning they don't live in the house. You could do vacant houses. You could do code violations, which you have to pull from your city. You could do, there's a whole number of different things that you can research to find those like targeted people to reach out to. Because when you're first starting out, you either need to have a decent marketing budget or be really targeted for who you're reaching out to. And I mean, that might even be that you look for only fourplexes in your market. Okay. Keep contacting. Touch base every 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, for 6, 7, 8 months, a year. Some of my drip campaigns run out 18 months, 24 months, and they aren't like every week for 24 months, right? It's like one here, one there, whatever. There's just a whole lot of things that you can do to try to get in touch with them. You can put a door hanger on their door. You can send them a letter. You can call them. You can text them. You could show up at their house, knock on the door, whatever. So you want to do whatever you can to get in front of that one person. And the best way to do this, time-wise, is mail and cold callers or texting, and hire people to do all that. But if you're low budget, then knock on the door, right? Hang a door hanger. Like, find a way to contact them and just talk to them about their house. The more people you get into that funnel and follow up with, the more you're going to eventually start turning deals. Now, some of these will take a long time. You're not going to always get a deal right away. You send 10 letters and you get a deal. That's not how it works. But it's absolutely worthwhile as long as you can stick it out. So you need to have a decent budget. I mean, Ryan will even tell people, like, hey, if you don't have this much money, like, it might not be worth joining CCF. Spend some time learning some things until you can get to where it makes sense for you to have the capacity to actually put money into your marketing. And so ultimately, there's a lot of different opportunities and a lot of different options there. So just keep your eyes open. So that's the marketing piece, and then the follow-up piece is those drip campaigns and just staying on top of them. And if they say they're up for an appointment, go to it. If they aren't up for an appointment, then stay in contact with them until they are up for an appointment, right? It's like anything in sales. It's just consistency. So you pull the list from PropStream. You can use REISIF to run it through if you want. You don't have to right away. RESimply for any leads that come in. Ballpoint for marketing. And then you just keep going. And I know this is like a super basic overview. I have another video that goes way more into detail on each platform and like specific strategies. I am going to release a video here soon about specific like lists that I'm pulling from PropStream and specific ways that lists that I'm trying to pull as far as what's valuable for properties to look for. And so that'll be beneficial. So make sure you like and subscribe if you want more of that content. But as far as like the off-market thing, it's really not that complicated. It's just a consistency thing. And the benefit is you're talking directly to that seller. So you can negotiate that purchase price and get a much better discount. You can even, we've got a property right now that we bought, 0 down, 0 interest, and no payments due for 12 months. The seller literally was like, you can pay us 12 months from now, do whatever you want with the property, we just want it gone. Okay, so we're doing a full renovation and we have 12 months until we owe them any money on it. And so those are some of the things that are possible. Not necessarily ideally going to happen like every time, right? And you shouldn't only look for that. You can also do private money to raise money for some of it. You can get bank financing, you can get hard money financing. There's a lot of different ways to finance the deals. And the real perk there is when you find these properties at that big of a discount, you're going to walk into equity with the purchase, even if you're not necessarily even if you have to put a little bit of money down, right? You're still going to walk into equity. So long term, you're still going to be doing just fine. So off-market deals are huge. I definitely recommend that you get into looking for some off-market deals, especially right now, because they're way more valuable in a competitive market like this, because if you got a 20-30% discount on a property, you can turn around and list it. Lots of opportunity there. So definitely worth taking the time to learn this. And I've got a ton of content out on it, and also happy to introduce you to Ryan if you want to check out his program. I mean, again, how to find off-market deals in 2022. PropStream, pull some lists. Ballpoint marketing, send some mailers. RE Simply, track your leads. Touch base, touch base, touch base, touch base, make the offer, boom. Yeah, that's super oversimplified, but it works. And stay consistent. Get out there and have some fun. I want to see you succeed.